Hello everybody, welcome back to Firefield Junction. Doing another review today, as if we haven't done enough of them already. As we can tell, this is a Class 37 by Bachmann, and this is in the DRS Compass Blue livery. I've had this loco for a little while now, but I thought I might as well get around to reviewing it because, well, I've already looked at a Class 37, haven't I? It was my first review, and that was in the Curlas Rail Freight livery. And I've also done a DRS loco as well already, which was a Class 57, as I'm sure you'll probably know. But if you haven't looked at that review, then I recommend you go and check it out. But yes, the Class 37, very iconic loco. Probably one of the most loved ones in the country. I think 1960 they came into service, and lots of them are still running, as I'm sure you probably know. Curlas Rail have a few, DRS have some, and then LSL have a few as well. West Coast Railways have some, and Rail Operations Group also have them as well, don't they? So yeah, very iconic model both in real life and in, well, model form. I didn't buy this from Free Model Centre. I bought this particular loco online, and it's I don't believe this is the correct box either. No, it's not 37402. This is 37405 actually. Yeah, 37405, as we can see there. But yeah, it's not the correct box, but this is just the box that it came in. But at least it does say Class 37 though, which is good. What else do I say? Well, this model is also fitted with a Legoman Biffo sound decoder. Obviously, it's not going to say that on the box, because when I bought it, it came just DCC fitted with a regular 21-pin Bachmann decoder. But since then, I fitted it with a Legoman Biffo sound decoder, and I've also upgraded the speaker as well to a square megabass speaker from Roads and Rails. If you haven't bought anything from Legoman Biffo or Roads and Rails, then I recommend you do. Legoman Biffo does some of the best, most high quality sound decoders. They are very expensive. They do cost more than quite a lot of the locos that we used to. But it's definitely worth the money in my opinion. They really are fantastic. Definitely, well, yeah, it's definitely worth it. You need to get one if you haven't got one already, and if you can afford one as well. And then obviously, like I mentioned, I've changed the speaker as well, because Roads and Rails basically supplies speakers for basically probably every kind of speaker possible. But yeah, massive range of speakers for DCC sound, and I'm sure you'll be able to find the speaker that you like. And I chose a square megabass speaker to go in this model. Well, so it was started one that he recommends anyway for this kind of model. It fits perfectly in the loco. Well, although on mine, when you open it up, you'll see that it didn't quite fit perfectly in mine. But I'll go into more into that when I open the box. Which I might as well do now. I need to stop rambling on. So it's typical Bachmann packaging that we're all used to. Very high quality. Very nice. Very nice. So we've got the block of ice packaging here, and just take this off, and then lift this up, and then we can get the loco out. And obviously, you get the typical instructions and everything for it as well. See, I was mentioning what it doesn't fit perfectly into mine. That's because, as you can see, you can't see the fan here, and that's because I actually had to remove the fan from this model so the speaker would fit, and you can probably just about see the speaker there. Now, obviously it should fit, but on mine it doesn't seem to want to. But I'll try and find a way of putting the fan back in at some point, but you don't completely notice it when it's running around anyway. But wow, just look at that. Absolutely fantastic. Bachmann really do these 37s really well. So you got all the nice detail on the bogies, all the outer boxes and springs are painted. Beautiful livery application as well. I really do like the DRS livery. Definitely probably one of my favourite liveries, I reckon. The roof itself, as you can see as well, has been attempted to be weathered. That's how it came when I bought it. I haven't done this. I probably won't weather this model anytime soon, like I do with most of my models, but I think it looks good enough as it is. Sprung buffers. Oh, a bit stiff, as you'd expect. Nice little antenna there. I have to be very careful with that. And as you'd expect, she does have working lights. So these two here, I think, glow like quite yellow, and this one's nice and white and bright. And then you've got your two tail lights there, and that's the same on both ends. She has got NEM couplings, and as you can see, got a nice slimline tension lock coupling there, which is acceptable. And if you wanted to you can take it out and put in whatever you want. She has got pickups on all wheels, unlike a lot of the older Bachmann models, which you'll probably see when I do another when I do another review of a slightly older Bachmann model. You'll be able to see what I mean there. But yeah, on these new ones, obviously you've got pickups on all wheels, which is good. And then you've also got some switches here for control of the lights on DC, so you can decide whether you want to have the tail lights constantly on or off, or the cab lights constantly on or off. But obviously if she's DCC, then we don't need to worry about them. Loads and loads of weight as well, which is good. Very, very heavy, and so she is nice and strong. And then we've got a nice slow snow plough there. She has got a driver, which Bachmann, that's a standard in Bachmann models where you get a driver on one end. And then you've got warning signs all down the side. Roof detail isn't too bad. And again, you've got the nice grille there, which should have the fan underneath, but as I already said, it doesn't. And you've got some nice horns there as well. Obviously, several people do make the Class 37, so obviously Bachmann do it. And currently, it's the best one you can get. But as I'm sure you know, Acura Scale are doing them as well, and I'm sure they'll probably be better than this. And I will try and get one. I'm still deciding what livery to get, but I will get an Acura Scale 37 when they come out. Then obviously V-Trains do the Class 37 as well, which is just under this by a thread. It's still a good model. I don't have a V-Trains Class 37, but I do know that they're supposed to be very good. And obviously Hornby do the budget, quite rubbish Class 37. So that's basically if you want to have a Class 37, but you probably can't afford one of these. Although to be honest, the V-Trains ones are quite reasonably priced, and to be honest, the older versions of these, from probably around the mid-2000s or something, or roughly late 2000s, but I think you can get those for quite good prices, maybe somewhere around £80 online. If you look around, you can get the older versions of the Bachmann 37 quite cheaply for very good money. They're probably maybe just a touch slightly lower quality than this, but they're still very good. But yeah, I mean, what was there to say? It's an absolutely stunning model, but well, what else do you expect from Bachmann? They really do fantastic quality models. Again, like I said, the livery application is, well, it was perfect. I can't see anything wrong with it. And you've got some nice, what looks like mesh there by the doors. And you've got the number. Again, this is 37405. As you can tell, obviously on the box it says 37402, but it's not. I'm not sure that's supposed to be there. If someone knows what it is, then you can probably comment below. So I have no idea what that red and white thing is there. Excuse the background noise. Sorry about that, there's nothing I can do about that. I have to excuse that. Got noisy people next door. And then you've got nice, I think they're metal handrails there by the doors. The doors don't open, but I'm pretty sure there is a release of the Class 37 that does have opening doors, but I don't know which one it is. I think it's fairly old, definitely a few years old now, but there is a batch of 37s that does have opening doors, so I don't know why these haven't got it. But yeah, amazing. I think what we need to do is put her on the track and see how she runs, because as I have mentioned, she's got Legman Biffo sound in her. So let's put her on the track, get the sounds on and get her running.